should come in. We'll figure it out.
Drum roll.
Dun, 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 dun. There's always going to be something, guys. There's always going to be something. It'll come through in just a second.
Are you sure?
No, not at all.
Obviously you hit go live this time, so.
Yeah.
Did you look at your little touch points and see what you missed?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why.
Well, I'm okay without me being seen. I don't think a black.
Why is the video not on? There we go. Shit.
What'd you forget to push?
Hit the wrong button.
Is it up for you yet?
Yeah, it's up. It should come up here in a second.
It's not up on here.
I don't know.
There, it's up on yours.
There we go. God damn it.
Oh, now it's up on
Tried
mine.
to plan this stuff out ahead of time. It's all good. Dude.
You know what the problem is?
It's been a long week.
Here's the problem.
Longest week I've ever had.
Oh, no.
In my
I was telling my
life,
boss that today in my one-to-one. I was like, it's the longest, shortest week I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like,
3
it's
days.
been so much work that I'm like, how is it only Wednesday? But then when I look
know.
at the work still left to do, I'm like, how is that already Wednesday?
Yeah.
But here's my theory.
What?
You try to do so much when you get off at 6 and we go on at 9.
There's shit to be done, man. Got to work out.
You're gonna have to pick and choose, brother.
I had to get a new goddamn monitor today. That's another fucking story for later.
But you're gonna have to pick and choose.
This is my shirt. I'm dumb people.
Maybe you don't sit outside and drink.
I had a couple beers
Ian.
while I was actually doing
With
notes. I was actually doing notes.
No, when you were outside in the garage.
What do you think I do on my phone? I'm looking up shit to talk
You're
about.
looking at porn on your phone in the garage.
Oh, absolutely. That's 100%.
Or chive. You're checking out the chive nakedness.
I only look at the chive when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Oh, that seems kind of weird.
It's the only thing.
Because it's mostly boobies.
No, I don't even look at the boobies. I look at the fun
cleavage.
stories. There's a shit ton of other things.
That's what you
You
always
guys
tell
have
your
ever
wife,
not,
right?
if you've not heard of the chive, go out to the chive. We started
What's
looking at
do they still have the one? I like the chive.
Yeah.
It's funny. I love Saturdays, but do they still have the
Mike,
one
what's
that
happening?
was?
How you doing? Don't worry, we started all fucked up and late too, so
Yeah.
you're not late.
Crap. Greg was wrong, or not
Again.
wrong. Late. He forgot a button. But what was the chive for women? Do you remember? Wasn't it
Chivettes?
like no? There was an app, and I went to it a couple times. I was like,
I don't remember.
eh.
I know they do some
They do.
really amazing things.
And I'm
for
sure they probably have hot guys
a
on
lot
there,
of
like they
people.
have hot girls on the chive.
maybe on the chive girl channel, but
Yeah.
the chive guy channel.
They
or
do
the
have
normal channel is
like,
just
cool.
chivettes or whatever.
They have cool.
They moved their
Here.
headquarters to Austin maybe like 4 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
Remember when they did that? So we were kind of following them. So hope you guys are having a good night.
They
Cheers.
do a lot of charity work. Cheers.
Yeah.
Who
We
are
need
we?
this. Steph's on. How
Who
you
are we?
doing? We are. The
Stephanie.
bar is open with Beth and Greg, and I'm Greg, and that is
Beth.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Neither one of us drank after we cheers.
I know, because you asked me who we were. Whatever, dude.
So maybe when this is over and we're eating our
This
chicken
episode
pot pies.
is aptly titled
What did you call
2020 needs to slow the fuck down. Doesn't
You
say
said hell
the F
down.
word. I know. I'm adding, ad-libbing, if you will. Because I swear to God, like this week hit me this afternoon. It's just been one of those
Let me
weeks.
just play therapist and let you talk.
You definitely need to. I need a couch.
I'm gonna let you vent.
Can I get a couch where I
You
can
want me to
just
take
like
some notes?
lay back
Be
and then just
like,
be like, and how did that make you
Subject
feel?
suffers
And
from
how did that make you feel?
childhood.
Childhood trauma, whatever. His dad was a
So
Marine and
what
always on his
started
ass.
the whole a tribe?
My fucking monitor fell over.
I was working, and all of a sudden I just hear crash, boom, bang, and Mick comes running, and he wasn't even up here. He comes running into the office like, what the?
Yeah, it was just one of those.
And you were in a
weird-
meeting? Were you in a meeting when it happened?
I was getting ready to jump into a meeting. I had 5 minutes. I went downstairs, made a sandwich. This is the work from home bullshit that it's just dumb, right? So I have a little.
Maybe it
it's
was a
right behind
ghost.
here. I'll take a photo. If you look at the prior photos, you can probably see it.
Maybe it was a ghost.
But yeah, man, it was just ridiculous.
So what do you think? So the monitor fell, but why do you think the monitor fell?
Because it was just over time. It sat there and rocked, and finally, I literally put my goddamn plate. We're good. We eat at home most days.
Most 4 days out of the week we eat at home
And I had
for lunch.
some chips in the sandwich
And for
there.
dinner.
And I'm a creature of habit. I absolutely eat chips and sandwich every single day. Right? And the monitor hit, and it hit the edge of my plate and flung fucking chips and my sandwich everywhere. And I was like,
you couldn't have done that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's when we need a live cam.
We have cameras over there, but
we should go watch it.
Well, it faces the other way.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It doesn't face in here. Dang
but it was ridiculous. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm like,
that was like my wine incident, but probably
so
better.
I put my monitor back up, and I'm like, that doesn't look right.
So how did you figure out it didn't work? Is that the new monitor?
That's the new one.
It's huge.
It's bigger.
What she said.
It's bigger. I was like, fuck it. It's $128. Go to Walmart if you need a.
So the other one just didn't turn on, or did it screen crack?
No, it turns on. It's just like where it fleck. I don't know. I don't know. There's no fixing it though.
It's broke.
People were like, maybe you should try and fix the cables or wiggle the cables.
Tell
I was
people
like,
in the meeting
yeah,
telling you this?
No, I posted it to Facebook, and I'm like,
they all know how you need help with cables and connecting and pushing buttons. So that's
cables
probably,
have I bought?
that's probably why they were sharing.
Anyway,
useful
hey
feedback.
guys, hope you guys are doing good.
But you survived. Your sandwich survived. Did you finally get to eat?
Yeah, I just said fuck it and dumped it all back on the plate. It was all over everywhere, so I said screw it. It's still edible.
I mean, when you live with 3 dogs, you're used to dog hair on everything anyways. Yeah. So
guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Logan, what's happening? Bill, what's going on? Daniel, what's up, dude?
Mr. Bill.
TJ, what's happening? Lauren, what's going on? Hey, thanks so much for tuning in tonight. We got some fun shit to talk about.
Somebody said salt and vinegar chips? No, you're a ranch Dorito dude.
Well, no, I've become a ranch Dorito dude during quarantine times.
No, you've always liked ranch Doritos.
I did, but I used to eat the, what are they called? Like the jalapeno flavored ones?
The jalapeno chips.
And I think I just ate too many
Miss
fucking
Susie's
bags
or something.
of those.
Miss Vicky's.
But I was a little kid.
You have a bag in the storage area. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Because we get separate Dorito bags. Because you're a ranch guy, and I'm a nacho cheese.
She's a
nacho cheese.
They've got other ones from there, too.
They've even got a spicy nacho cheese. Nacho cheese? Nacho cheese.
TJ said, get Corey stoned. He'll fix the monitor. I don't think there's any fixing that one, dude.
I don't either. But here's the thing.
Lucas, what's going on?
But the problem is they have those spicy Doritos. I bet you it's so good with bean dip. And I know you guys probably think that sounds
No, we've done that before, haven't we?
No, we've done regular Doritos with bean dip, and not spicy Doritos. And I know you guys are probably like, ew, because that was Greg's reaction. But somebody had me try it at work, and it was delicious. And you tried it, and it was good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was absolutely good. So,
I don't know who thought it. Somebody was broke-ass poor oak and was like, I got nachos and I got bean dip. I got dinner.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. No, go check it out. Just get one of those little shitty cans of whatever.
Bean dip. Frito-Lay bean dip.
Frito-Lay bean dip. Yeah.
Get the big one. Don't get the little one.
Hey, I want to do a few shout-outs. We'll jump into this real quick, but go visit the YouTube channel. If you don't have friends or anything that follow Facebook, go out and push them to that. Appreciate that. And then, of course, our Instagram page, we got that. But I want to start out just some big shout-outs today because there's a few that are pretty cool. One is our nephew, or Beth's
my nephew,
but my nephew too.
Yeah.
Jake Castro. It feels like it was just like yesterday when he was
to me. You gotta say Jacob.
Jacob Castro. Feels like it was just yesterday that he was graduating from MCRD. Marine
and when we
Corps
picked him up,
Recruit Depot.
Remember we picked him up when he first got stationed out
there? Right, and he just made sergeant yesterday. I think it was. So congratulations to Jake. Yeah,
awesome,
dude.
awesome.
It's
so
awesome.
weird because I still think of him like being.
He's got a little baby boy now.
I know, but I still
He's
think of him being
married.
like 18 years old playing video games. I know he still plays video games, but he's like
14,
24 now or something ridiculous.
Right, so congratulations to him.
Crazy.
And then happy birthday, Michael Kwasnowski, he's the husband of my old boss in underwriting at the company we work for.
See my eyes get real big.
Just had his birthday today. He's not on social media or anything, but Margot is. He definitely watches once in a while. So I want to throw that out.
Did they go for a trip?
They're all over Europe.
They always travel.
Yeah, they're
So
everywhere.
jealous. Where do they live?
I think Belgium. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, and I want to throw this out. TJ, dude, you're on here right now, man. TJ, we'll have those shirts on pretty quick. We just got them.
You already wore yours
once. I wore mine once.
Looks really good on him.
Yeah, there's a dope shirts, but TJ ran, I think it was 43 of the 100 miles. Right? And that is fucking insane.
What?
Right? So
did you feel like I got hit by a bus the next day?
I don't know, but
so was it a relay race? So there was people?
No, so that was the mark he made it to.
Okay.
So of 100 miles, he made it to 43-ish. So I mean, it's just amazing to put yourself through something like that.
I can barely go 3. And lately I'm not even going 3.
Yeah, so dude, and it's
kudos, dude. That's awesome.
He was running in from Sedona, Arizona up to Flagstaff. So if you know the terrain out there, and he's not running roads and stuff like that, right? You're running hills and everything else. So, hey, dude, I just want to say kudos to you, man. We started running, I don't know, years and years and years ago.
You guys did a marathon together, right, in San Diego?
I just broke my damn pen. Yeah, but it's an incredible feat. And I saw the video where the guys finished up. No, I got the rest of it. Okay. I saw the video you posted where the guys finished up, and it's insane. To run 100 miles. Nope. But he does it to sponsor for the lymphoma and cancer societies and different things like that. So I just want to say cheers, man. Awesome. So, big topic of the day. Kind of started out with the title of this fucking shit show. Is why is this year going so fast?
They always go fast. We just have a lot more time to think about it now.
Because we're getting old? We're sitting around?
I remember when I turned 21, I was super stoked about turning 21, and my mom was like, hey, yeah, congratulations. Life's going to pass you by now. And I was like, you're so full of crap. No, bitch wasn't lying. I'm like, wait, how old? No, that was when? How long ago? So, yeah, I just think the older you get, the faster it goes. So
I don't know, maybe. Is that what it just seems like? Maybe I think this year is just
funny because if you
very
think
peculiar.
Of it, there's still 365 days in the year with 24 hours a day, so it's really not changed at all. It's just, I think life has gotten heavier as you, like, from my age of 21 to where I'm at now. 21, I was still in college. Yeah. I wasn't even working.
But this year in particular seems weird. Like,
it's
already
Halloween's
it seems fast, and
sometimes
it
seems slow. Because I felt like last year snuck up on us about this time of year as well. I was like, what do you mean it's Halloween? So? Yeah.
Maybe it's because I'm, like, younger than you.
Excuse me?
I'm finally catching up.
What does that have to do
with
anything?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying, do you get older and you feel like years go by faster?
No, you get older and your body starts falling apart, but
time
doesn't change.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. The space-time continuum switches. It's just like
I did have a question. Somebody said Eagle's Milk Doritos? Ew.
Eagle Milk.
What's that?
Eagle Milk Doritos. It was probably Mike, right?
It was Bill.
Oh, Bill? Yep. So we watch another, we're Nooners on another show.
That explains everything.
So yeah, it's a whole Eagle Milk Doritos. It's like ranch, but it's Eagle Milk.
I don't even want to.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, so it's like fucked up. It's like, why are pumpkin spice lattes already here? Again, Beth's having challenges.
I'm really good with my consonants. But I feel like pumpkin spice has been back since like August. Didn't they bring it out extra early this year?
I don't know.
I think they did. I think it came out. I don't either. I don't like pumpkin unless it's got a ton of buttercream frosting on it or a pile of Cool Whip.
Although there's a place called, what's the cookie place called here? Crumble.
They did have a really good pumpkin cookie.
Pumpkin cookie. It was pretty
pumpkin.
Anyway, if you can go get Crumble, go get that
pumpkin salted caramel. And they do ship nationwide, but like we have one here. People in Phoenix have a few. I know they have some in Colorado, so they're pretty. Go look up.
Go check it out.
Crumble cookies and see where you're at.
I think I mentioned this a while back, like a few weeks back.
Like every Thursday night, I'm like,
it's kind of like a sprinkle type for cookies, so it's pretty dope.
Yes, you did say that before.
Yeah, so
legitimately.
I just want this year to slow down just a little bit through the end. It's really, I don't think we need to be like rushing ahead. We've only got a couple more months.
Well, some of it we have PTO coming up.
Fucking Christmas pretty soon. Literally, we need to like start thinking Christmas shopping. That's fucked up.
We don't Christmas shop. We order online.
I mean, whatever.
Come on, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. You didn't even respond.
I see what's going on. I'm like, you're not wrong. I was thinking through it. I'm like, you're not wrong. Whatever. So what's your fear map? What's this fear map you got?
Okay, so this I will. Yeah, give me a sec. Let me call it up on my phone.
She's gonna share something with us.
Wow. I sent myself something and it sent it to me 7 times. There's something definitely wrong with my phone because it's just.
Oh, Beth got the new. She pre-ordered the new iPhone 12.
So we figured out that my phone is 4 years old.
Yep. So she's living on a hope and a dream at this point with her iPhone 7. She's done really well. She's been patient with me because I've gone through 4 of them.
Did you see my eyes when I did that?
Right, something like that.
You had about
3 of them. I've walked into pools. Bill said, "Eagles milk, Eagles ranch, Eagles America's dressing." That's exactly what it is. God damn it!
I'm gonna just leave that one alone because I know with the podcast you're talking about there are so many innuendos and hidden messages in a lot of that shit. I'm just gonna be like, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, bro. Cool.
Whatever.
You know, I'm trying to use my technology in a way that allows me to get back to where I was at. But you kind of have to hit the right button.
Yeah? You don't know how to use an iPad that you read on 23 hours of the day?
I wish it was 23.
Mine is 8 plus 6. You got it?
Mine is 8 plus 6. Not yet. Hold on.
Here, plug it in anyway.
So I don't know that it's coming on yet. So
let's get it set up.
I don't know if
We'll get this shit handled.
So anyways, so
good.
When this happens, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Yes. Good.
Right. Let's go picture in picture.
Let's see. It's coming up. Oh, fucking don't confirm my identity, Twitter. Just give me what I want. All right, so that's as big as it's going to get. But
all right, that's good.
There was a study that ADT of all places, of all
like the security company,
yeah,
okay,
did a study to find out, and so you guys, can you see it on there?
It's coming up
because I don't want.
It'll come up right now. It's up now. Yep.
Okay, so that way they can stare at it for a minute because I have to unplug and scroll to get some of my data. But they did. I guess they do this every year.
Okay.
And they did it again this year, and it's just kind of funny because again,
what are we talking about though? Like
phobias. What's your state's biggest phobia? Like, what's your state's biggest fear?
All right, good.
So it's kind of funny. So peopling had the biggest. Like a lot of states increased, and that was their phobia. It was people. Probably because COVID. But like Texas was the outside. Okay.
What was that? What was the outsider one? Like what?
Texas, the outside.
Oh, just being outside?
Outside. I mean,
the fuck are they at?
You know,
Texas is the biggest state next to California. The most open space.
I'm going to turn this off now so I can scroll in my notes.
I can just do this.
Okay.
Boom. Done.
I don't know these things. You don't share. So
technology. We're learning, guys.
So yeah. So
heads on. What's happening?
Overall, the most common fear is anthrophobia, the fear of other people, which is up over 500% from last year.
Okay. Anthrophobia
is the fear of people.
Oh, that is actually the tech.
I'm pretty sure
I
said that.
You said peopling.
Because it's.
I didn't know
anthrophobia is. Anthrophobia is the fear of people. Okay. The biggest increase was the fear of peopling. So nobody wants to. Everybody's done peopling. Hello, using your words on your fucking shirt.
No, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's called anthrophobia.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing today. I'm done.
Last year, the most common was flying. Nobody has to be worried about flying anymore because nobody's fucking flying.
Nope, they're done. Yep. Which is the perfect time to fly if you want to fly.
Now, flying was still
and you had a fear of flying.
Yeah, this is probably a good time to practice.
Yeah, it's the time to
go. Some of the top contenders this year included needles, flying, holes.
Holes?
The dark.
Are these like normal things?
Yes, I guess. I
mean, like, if you were to go back last year.
Well, we don't know how the survey was like. If you had to have a fear, which one would it be? Because then you're just.
Like, what kind of holes?
That's what I said. You're missing out on a lot of fun if it's like particular holes.
Honey.
So the dark, outside, clowns, which is
that's
so funny
because
a lot of people are afraid of clowns and midgets, or little people. They don't call them midgets anymore. Let me correct myself so I'm politically correct. Little people.
You're going to get fucking canceled. 5 seconds. Ian, what's going on, dude?
Spiders, blood, public speaking, and snakes. So Virginia had snakes. New Hampshire and Montana had clowns.
Yeah, because it's fucking dark.
And they get so much rain, they probably would have a clown like it in the drain.
Well, and New England,
that was filmed in Maine, so
yeah, absolutely,
or takes place in Maine. But New
We've
York though, people tend to search for philophobia, which is the fear of intimacy or falling in love. In California, it was
where was that one?
New York.
Yeah,
what's that?
I was gonna say maybe I would have thought that was much more vain.
And in California, the leading fear was social media. What liars?
Yeah, because they're afraid to get caught in shit, like the shit we're gonna talk about in our next story here, which is awesome.
It's awesome in the warpest way possible, and at the same time, it goes to prove my point that
we're all dumb.
People
Maybe not
are
all of us.
Idiots.
I saw there's a thing popping up over there.
Oh, because it's the mute thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're pretty.
Sorry, we're working with new shit too.
You're pretty.
Anyway, the next story is, if you guys haven't seen this, Jeffrey tube staking.
So when you say see this, is it the article? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, you can just go out on the internet, dude.
Really?
Just go Google this shit, right? So his name's Jeffrey Tubin. He was getting dirty. I was
with himself.
Zooming. Yeah, this was...
He was self-pleasing?
Okay.
Pleasuring?
So let's get this straight.
Pleasing?
Right, this is all over the place. We're a day late on this one because it came out yesterday, right? Or the day before, I think even. And really the key is that if you are working from home in any capacity and you think...
Well, tell what happens first.
I'm going to get there. You think your computer might be on? Just turn it off. Close it.
Or how about you want to do something besides work? Go out of the work area.
Jeffrey Toobin, he's the ex-CNN producer and legal analyst. He was working for the New Yorker.
You wear glasses?
Yeah.
Older gentleman?
Older gentleman. 60 years old.
Yeah, I think I know. When you said
so
CNN, I was
this dude gets caught live streaming on a Zoom call with his I think he's got a book coming out, and they're talking about, I need to stop clicking that, talking about, the book release and all that good stuff, and decides to start manhandling himself.
Here, you want me to show what he looks like? Yeah,
just go ahead and post that shit out there.
You got to turn it on.
So, just remember that don't do this.
That's him.
This is CNN's little thing here. But yeah, he's taking some time off to be, to refocus.
While he deals with personal issues, which have granted his CNN spokesperson multiple outlets.
So let's go back to, we all work at fucking home now. Don't do this shit.
Turn it off. Well, if you feel like you need to do this, go someplace away from your computer.
Close your fucking computer. Just close it. Go like this.
Well, here's the problem. So, because I was in a meeting and I had to multitask, so I had my laptop with me and I had it closed, I could still hear the meeting and they could still hear me. So, don't even do it with your laptop closed. Just go to a different room and leave your work shit with your work shit. How about not whack off during a meeting?
Or maybe there's that. You think so...
He probably did it on purpose.
Little speculations out there about that.
Because how do you accidentally get caught if this is your life?
In front of 12 or 15
If this is
people.
your life and this is what you do for a living and there's
man.
no oops.
I don't know. Don't do it. Don't do it. Social media will get you and it'll eat your soul. So, hey, just saying. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's Wednesday. I'm calming down now. I actually feel like my blood pressure's coming down.
That means my blood pressure's coming down.
Yeah, we're going to eat pot pies after this.
And Greg found these big fuckers.
Pot pies. When was the last time you guys had a pot pie?
We eat pot pies all the time now on Wednesday.
I think it's a fall thing, though.
You say that like like we haven't done it, and we just had it last week.
I know.
It's because it's so easy. You throw it in and let it cook while up here.
Meal. Exactly.
We've had to learn to get smart about
our
Wednesday night meal.
How you doing? I hope you're having a good night.
Because we're not early eaters. Like, most people are eating by, especially if people have kids, they've eaten by, 6:30.
Yeah, people that watch this
our normal eating time is 8:30. That's 8:30, and that's not on a jiu-jitsu night. A jiu-jitsu night's 9:15.
Yep. What's your good grief? It's Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. What's going on with that?
So, they were talking, it comes back to 2020 isn't done dishing out less than deserving news.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So the Great Pumpkin, it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, won't air on television for the first time since 1966.
Why? Is it racist or some bullshit?
No. So the first premiere was 50 years ago.
Okay.
And it's been showing every night or every year since then. And in 2001, they moved it to ABC.
Okay.
So that already kind of tells you that they wanted to make money off it. So now what's going to happen is I'm sure you could probably find it somewhere on the internet, but while the Peanut Gang is still available to watch on streaming platform Apple TV. So it's literally going to be on Apple TV if you want to watch. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, a Charlie Brown Christmas, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Those will all be now on Apple TV.
What the fuck?
So they do say that you can get them for free. Like, there's certain dates that they'll play on that you can get them for free, but you have to buy an Apple TV.
Or Apple
thing, like a Firebox, but the Apple TV.
$200.
Yeah, but that's officially where it's going to be showing
that's
now.
Bullshit. That's like a tradition. That's like the Christmas story.
So here's the crazy thing. So normally this is about
Apple
the time.
Fucking TV.
This is about the time that I start doing my baking and going kind of crazy with cookies, and cakes, and pies, and those things run in the background for me while I'm baking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Annually, traditionally. And Christmas Day, we watch now. Knock on wood, Christmas Story is not going to go anywhere because TNT would be an idiot. Because I'm pretty sure that that's probly what keeps it alive.
We watch it 95 times on that one day, just like everybody else.
It's.
I don't even know when the last time I watched it, but it's just the fact that it's there to watch it, right? I mean, that's ridiculous.
It's just kind of crazy. So you can watch it. Will be available for free from October 30th to November 1st, according to...
How many of you guys actually have an Apple TV? Like, we've got Fire Sticks.
We have an Apple TV, but it's like first gen, and I don't even know where it's at.
I don't even know where it's at. It's in this house somewhere.
It's probably in that basket with all the
bullshit
extra cords that you've bought and
we
never
got Fire
used.
Sticks because they're like quarter the price.
Right. Well, they used to be, not anymore.
But, I mean, still. But I don't know.
So then they will play the great Charlie Brown of Thanksgiving will be available to stream, but it doesn't say, available to stream on November 18th and free to watch November 25th through 27th. And then Charlie Brown Christmas will be available December 4th and will be free to watch just December 11th and 13th. So they will be free, but you have to either probably download the app. I bet you could download an app now because I got free Apple TV with my iPad for a year.
Did you? Okay, maybe. I don't. But this is an Apple product. That's the thing.
I know, but there's an app.
What if you have a?
I wonder if you could
Samsung
download
phone?
it. I wonder if you can download it on
my new TV that I had to get, my
Fire
new monitor,
or on Firebox or Fire Stick. I
whatever.
don't know.
It's a bunch.
But that's the only
TJ
way.
said same with the Peanuts Christmas special. So. Yeah.
Well, I guess apparently I did not know this. There's an active series called. There's a new animated Peanuts original coming to Apple TV and includes a second season of daytime Emmy-winning nominated Snoopy in Space?
Snoopy in Space?
Yes.
I've never heard of that one.
We don't have kids, so maybe if people have children, they've heard of Steph. You ever heard of Snoopy in Space? I don't know. But it's on its second season.
I'm just thinking Machete in Space needs to actually be a thing. If you guys follow any sort of Ross Patterson stuff, you'll know what Machete in Space is. And Ross Patterson should write it. So, hey, just throwing that out there. So we already talked about my monitor down and my sandwiches, but what's this Saturday Night Live?
Oh, good gravy.
Bullshit.
So I'm not a huge fan of Saturday Night Live. I do remember, however,
2 years. Oh, the gecko's back. We've got a gecko that comes out.
His little tail's all curved. Like, he literally looks like the ones you find in the shops in New Mexico and Sedona that are the magnets with his little curved tail.
Sorry, squirrel.
He's part of the family now. You have to introduce him when he comes up. So I've never been a huge Saturday Night Live fan. Like, you know me.
Long time ago,
certain things I think are funny. Well, Eddie Murphy, all those guys back in the 80s. I watched a little bit, but even the 90s, like, you want to kiss the mango, you cannot touch the mango. Like, those guys are pretty funny too. And the Will Ferrell and all those guys. Yeah. But supposedly Saturday Night Live had the best season opener since 2016. Now,
was it because Bill Burr was on there?
No,
because Bill Burr just did an episode of Saturday Night Live.
It may have something to have done it,
and he had
done with it.
He did pretty well trying to like balance, the opening monologue, where he just kind of ripped on equal opportunity everyone.
Good,
and you can go find that out. It's it's definitely worth a watch. Yeah.
It.
So, and he still got shit.
Oh no, okay. So
he ripped on everybody from like the white Karen chicks to the BLMs. He did everything.
He didn't leave anybody out.
Right. And it was
Which,
totally
if you're going to make fun of people, that's really how it should be, right?
Fucking.
And then you should throw some making fun of yourself in there so that people
He's
understand
always
you don't take yourself too seriously.
That's just Bill Burr.
They are saying, though, that some of it they think had to do with the big debate between Alec Baldwin and Jim Carrey, who played Joe Biden and Trump. So Alec Baldwin portrayed Trump, and Jim Carrey portrayed Biden. And there's a picture. This picture, I mean,
let me share it.
If I can, let me see if I can make it bigger. Yeah, share it. I mean, Jim Carrey is kind of scary as Biden.
Well, what it is, it's Fire Marshal Bill
with the big teeth.
Just Fire Marshal Bill. He's not doing this.
But he's got the but he looks a lot like at first.
Right.
From a distance, because this is the size of the picture normally. When I was looking, I was like, that's the people, that's the actors. But they're saying that it's the biggest, you can turn it off now, biggest premiere in 4 years.
Yeah,
and
Jim Carrey's
second best in 12 years.
Yeah, so Jim Carrey obviously is a huge pull, right? and they're going to try.
But I loved how this article is driving that. It emphasizes the importance of the president's election. No,
they're trying to emphasize that they need viewership.
It's emphasizing there's not shit on TV because a lot of things haven't come back yet, and this is live and new. But it was so funny because I guess they still got. It says the strong ratings was overshadowed by some rough reviews. So I guess some people still had some very choice comments about how it still sucked.
Well, you kind of figure what was going to happen. You know, it's just you kind of know where it's going. If you followed Jim Carrey at all, you're going to know. Like, the dude went off the deep end. Go out and look at his social media.
I mean, he is
he's doing like weird fucking paintings.
He's a huge drug dude, though. I mean, like
Are you sure? You can't really. I think he's just like
he's gotten busted, and he was even accused of murder for that chick he was dating that got killed, and they swear he OD'd her.
Jim Carrey?
Yes.
When the fuck did that happen?
Like 3 or 4 years ago. The man is crazy.
All right, we're going to have to look that one up.
I mean, not that...
Allegedly.
Thank you for correcting me. He was allegedly associated with her death.
Can't afford a lawsuit by goddamn Jim Carrey. Allegedly Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey don't...
You never know, right?
Yeah,
COVID people stuck at home is what Ian said.
Huh?
People are watching shit because COVID people stuck at home. No, you're right. 100%.
But I haven't... Saturday Night Live is very hit or miss with me. Either you're from like more cowbell, fucking hilarious. One of my favorite
Will Ferrell,
skits.
yeah, it's just like
I mean, but
past
even
10
with
years
like
been kind of like
Will Ferrell, like that's never going to get old. There's some Gumby when Eddie Murphy was Gumby.
That's you're talking 30, and he was on.
Those
for
are
a
skits
season.
though that never get old. Like they
need to blow it up.
They don't have. They're not funny.
In. Like they need new writers. They need.
I get that you have to bring new talent in, but bring in good talent.
But it's also got to be equal. So you can kind of get an idea of where we stand on like, the whole political spectrum, probably. If you don't, figure it out.
Yeah,
but
our people who know us.
Right. But the idea is that it's like you can't just...
Well, you can't rip on one side because you're going to get rid of
one half of your base.
Exactly.
If you're just an asshole just to trying to target...
And hopefully you're smarter than that as a business person.
At a certain point, it gets no longer funny, right?
Right.
I mean, really, that's what it comes down to.
You can only, like... Show me this. No, I'm not going to lie. I was going to say you can only show me the same picture of a cute dog 15 times, and then I'm going to get tired of it. But that's a lie.
But you want to. But
I want
you get that much more excited about seeing another cute dog, right?
Nope.
So. Shitty tax man. God damn it.
Why would you bring this up? Oh.
It's part of my stressful fucking week.
Okay, so I always feel bad about this because it's mostly my fault because I went off a recommendation that we got from somebody that I know.
It's not your fault.
But I still always feel like...
So we had our taxes done a couple years ago.
We had 2018 taxes done with a CPA last year.
Yep. So we're talking a year and I crossed my arms and negative
I'm going to chug this whole thing while you talk about it because it's fucking ridiculous.
So yeah. I got a bill from the IRS man, from the tax man, not our CPA that was supposed to help us do our taxes. Okay. Basic taxes, right? I bitched about Guerrero & Guerrero CPA, fucking 6 months ago? Or probably 5 months ago?
Yeah, no, longer than that.
When we got audited.
No, we didn't get audited. There was an error because he showed you as the only income provider in this family.
This motherfucker fucked up, and he's trying to sell us all this bullshit. We just got this giant bill from the IRS. When? Yesterday?
I gotta drink again, yeah.
Yesterday? So I'm like, are you motherfucking kidding me? I call him up. I'm all nice.
You were very nice, and this is why you made the phone call, because I would have totally gone Mexican on their ass and been like, motherfucker, not only are you fixing this, but you're giving me my money back that I paid you to file my taxes, because apparently you got dropped on your head.
Twice. So this guy has fucked up.
I don't get fired up at all about
Guerrero
this.
CPA in San Antonio. Do not use them.
Nope.
Because they're a pile of fiery shit.
And they will just try to sell you on their business plan for you and how to diversify your income so you don't get taxed.
And I didn't give a shit about any of that. All I wanted was goddamn CPA.
We almost did until they fucked up, and then we were
I was
cancel our appointment.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a cool idea. We're doing this stuff as business. Trying to look
he's making me drink, and I don't even drink that much on Wednesdays anymore.
Man. So we found, I did my own taxes this year. Fine.
Oh, let's
like
hope
I sent
so.
it back to him.
Are you going to say how much we're expecting
No,
to pay?
no.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And I was like, you've got to be fucking
I had a dick.
And then I walked out of the house because I was on the way to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought about that shit.
While you worked out?
While I was working out. While I was in jiu-jitsu. And I'm like, I'm going to murder somebody while I'm in class.
So literally, when you started all that, and I like got all in, and I was like, ah! And I literally was like, I can't do it. I cannot do it at 7 o'clock at night. Start freaking out about this shit.
Start drinking.
But I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I didn't sleep last night. That and started thinking about work stuff at 3:30 this morning. I was like,
dude, just sometimes, dude. Like I thought we didn't. It was a referral through a friend and all these things, and no, it just do your due diligence, man. It pissed me. It is pissing me off.
So what happens though? Like I want to understand from a liability standpoint because they are. Excuse me, I chugged a lot of this.
Sorry, honey. They're
certified CPAs. They're licensed and bonded. At what point
are they legally liable?
At some point, like
when
because
I fucking called a lawyer.
Well, but that's the whole point of getting a CPA. So if you're audited, it falls on them.
Right.
So how does that? That's where I'm curious. Like if we come back and they're like, "Yeah, we really screwed up." Okay, do you now pay for that?
Them to court.
Because it's a big enough amount.
File whatever.
It's a big enough amount for me to be like,
it's bullshit.
I'm not only taking you to court, I'm going to. No, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, we're good. But anyway, note to self: stress, man. It's just like random shit pops up. We were having a good week.
We're
having a good week.
Great.
This shit was 18 months ago. Or
well,
whatever.
What's so funny is you handle the stress because remember a couple weeks ago I like was down in the dumps and you were like, "What's up?" and I lost my shit after the show and we had a great conversation about it.
Cheers.
You were much more proactive tonight when you were like, "I am anxious as hell," and I was like, "Go upstairs and work out."
Yep. Jammed out a fucking nice chest and try workout.
You were like the Rock, and the dogs came up and they were playing, and I could hear all them barking.
This is a multi-purpose room.
It's crazy workout room.
Yeah, we've got dogs running around. We got cameras everywhere. I got my workstation that falls apart on a random basis. We got shit everywhere. But I hope you guys are having a fucking good Wednesday night. It's just
I can't see
this
my
is
comments
a release
anymore.
Wednesday, man. It's just one of those nights where you just need to like shoot the shit with people, just like you're at the bar. And that's the whole idea of the bar is open. It's just
I chug so much of that now that I have a very nice buzz.
You got more over there.
I got a little bit more, but I had an 8 o'clock meeting.
Have to send you to the store and get some beers here.
No, I had an 8 o'clock meeting this morning. I have an 8 o'clock meeting tomorrow morning. So I got one left, and that's probably going to do it for me tonight.
So tell me about the 10-inch crabs.
Okay, so
you invaded ladies' home in Germany. It could either be a good or a bad thing.
So
I mean,
this
did
is
she invite them?
This is the picture. If you can throw it up. It won't let me make it any. There we go.
There you go.
So this is. I mean, that looks like a pretty fucking big crab, doesn't it?
What kind of fucking crab is that?
It is a Chinese mitten crab that was caught by a police officer in an apartment in Friedberg, Germany.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it called mitten crab because it's got the white little thingies on it?
Maybe.
I guess? Maybe.
I wonder if it's any good.
Hit it with a hammer, cook it.
Well, okay,
Probably.
So this made me think of last Saturday. We went out to lunch, and we went to the Rim, right? We tried that. Yeah. We told you guys about Sotheby's and how delicious it was.
Southerly's.
I always say Sotheby's.
Hot.
Sotheby's hot. Which, rewarmed, it was still delicious when I had it for lunch yesterday.
Nice.
But on the way to, because we parked and the stairs went around. We thought we parked by stairs, but we actually parked by an elevator, which is really odd because Lamontaines don't normally take elevators. But we took it because there was no stairs around. But do you remember that fucking huge grasshopper?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like that big.
It was like that big. It was flying, and I was trying to like figure out what it was, and it started coming at me, and Greg was laughing because I'm just running like no, like just hauling ass away. What would you do if, like, okay, so the grasshopper,
if it was
crab,
in my house, I'd grab a bat and I'd hit it.
A snake, like,
it's a Ruben.
I wouldn't hit it. I would run. I'd get up high, be like, Greg, it's all you. It's all you, Lamontagne.
You got enough shit in this house to hit something with. Grab a chair and smack it over.
Not doing it.
It's a crab.
Do you see how big those pinchers are?
So I think
are they pinchers? Pincers? Pincers?
Pinchers. Yeah, same thing. But I told the story, I think, a while back. No, maybe I read a story or something like I don't know, fucking know. Amelia Earhart was supposedly, they think they found her.
What?
And she had been eaten by crabs. But giant ones. Like these.
Found her where? Do you know where they found her?
On an island, they found a body. This is like after.
Okay, so like she crashed and became.
Right, and they found a body. Plane wrecked? Yeah, they found a lone survivor. And
did they test the DNA? Because that would have.
They couldn't. But the plane was right, and all the things were right. So
it's basically full of shit, because you should be able to test the DNA.
It was in like the 40s or some shit, honey. This is.
Then how'd they find a body?
We just got DNA like in the 90s.
How'd they find a body?
They found bones. Bones.
Recently.
Like a long time ago.
Oh, I thought you were saying recently.
It's all
they
about
found
the
bones.
crabs, guys.
Sorry,
it's about the crabs.
Squirrel.
That's what I'm getting at. Is they're the coconut crabs that have like the giant
I've never
things that
seen.
can break
Let's
into
look up a coconut crab.
They can break into like coconuts. They say that, and they'll devour anything. But they scent blood. They can actually scent blood.
Ew.
And then it causes swarms of them.
That is like.
Isn't that crazy?
That's like scary movie shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. Thanks, Ross, dude. Ross is on.
Those are ew. Oh my god, look at this picture. No fucking way. No. See,
pull it up.
If that came into my house, it'd be all you. You'd be on your own. Look at that thing on a trash can. I don't know what I'm doing right now because I chugged that fucking drink and now I'm buzzed. So, I mean, no, literally, if that came into my house, I'm out, motherfucker.
Hit that bitch with a bat.
Nope, not even. Along. I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to leave you and the dogs
ones you
behind.
see in like Australia or something like that, like cruising around.
Like this one right here where it actually has a coconut for a hat.
Blow that thing up.
Coconut for a hat. He's like, hi. Oh, motherfucker. Let me be your friend.
Sorry, Beth chugged a White Claw. And TJ said you're White Claw wasted.
White Claw.
White girl, White Claw wasted. Wait,
what is
girl.
it? White Claw wasted.
Don't do that. You think you're in a gang.
No, so A&M has a wrecking crew. Come on.
Nobody knows about that.
If they're an Aggie, they do.
Stupid.
Shut up. Anyways, but so what's your reaction? Like when something comes in, you are very brave. You'll be like, I got this. And I'm like, good.
No, I'll grab a chair and just smash the shit out of it.
I'm getting the hell out. I mean, that grasshopper made me run like 3 blocks, and that was just a flying grasshopper.
Yeah.
And I should have thought about Jiminy, or was it a cricket? What's the difference between a grasshopper and a cricket? Because Jiminy Cricket had wings.
One's bigger, one's small.
I don't know.
Who the fuck cares?
But Jiminy Cricket's cute, and I still ran from that motherfucker. I was like, no, I'm out. You're catching this elevator by yourself. I will walk up 3 slanted hills to get to the car. No. Not happening.
This weekend, we got big UFC fight coming on. So we've got the Khabib, Gaethje, I can't say his goddamn name. Probably be on.
Shit.
So we'll probably be on early. I think we're going to go on at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I think the fight started at 7:30.
Are they going to get my wine this weekend?
Yeah, if you want. So, wine. Got to do a wine run. So if you guys are, anybody's in San Antonio?
Want to go to Fredericksburg, do a day trip.
Do a little day trip.
Or you don't even, you want to be in Bernie or Austin and meet us in
Or if
Fredericksburg?
you want us to pick up some wine for you.
Absolutely.
Let me know. Just ping me, PM me.
Tell me what you like, and we'll get you some wine.
Let me know. She goes to, what the hell's the winery again? She talked about a million.
Becker
Vineyards. So we're going to probably be on a little bit early, I think. So I think I want to get that fight that night. It's going to be I think it's going to be a fun fight. My buddy Brian posted out, and it was kind of a snippet of all of the Khabib fights, like strung together, where he's just talking shit to people, and he's just beating the living shit out of them. And he's like, "Oh, you want to talk now? Boom, boom. You want to talk now?"
What's my reaction usually when people are like that? Though I'm like, I hope he loses. I'm gonna wear
what we were talking about.
I Heart UFC shirt.
What we were talking about, I was like, it reminds me of like being in high school where people like. You have a bully that talks shit to you, like, I'm going to kick your fucking ass, blah, 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 blah.
I'm so old,
and
bullies
then you
weren't
literally
around.
whip the shit out of them, and you're like, you want to fucking talk now, bitch? Right? And it's kind of one of those things. And I've been on both ends of those.
Oh, and actually I said bullies weren't around, but I do remember getting bullied in middle school.
I bullied a kid and got my ass kicked, so whatever.
Yeah, I do
it's all
too.
Fair game, dude. Whatever. So, what's your feel good, honey?
Penguin Cam.
Penguin Cam?
Penguin Cam. SeaWorld Penguin Cam.
Fucking White Claws, I'm telling you.
But yeah, SeaWorld Penguin Cam has a 24/7 live stream. You need to smile. I'm going to put this out there. This will make you smile.
Do it. Put it out there.
I put it out there, and I literally watched it for like 10 minutes. I was like, look at their cute little tails.
Did you put it out there?
Not yet.
Okay. And what happened? So
it's just you get to watch
penguins wandering around,
like 3 different kind of penguins wandering, playing, jumping,
king
swimming.
One that has like the orange shit coming off their head.
Really cool, like because I guess they're so used to the current in the ocean, they have like a fake current in there. So one's just riding on it.
That's cool.
I was like, oh, I want your life.
We need to go there. I think we should go there.
You're not getting charged for extra taxes. Can I have your life? As she picks up her White Claw and finishes it.
Drink the rest of them. Mine, so I went to jiu-jitsu. I mentioned this last night to you, and we were chatting about it. And it was a good class. It was a hard class. And it was good. So we were rolling. We did a bunch of rolling. Probably rolled for, 5-6 rounds, but on top of doing regular class. And this is always, so I started out a long time ago, probably, 13 years ago, doing taekwondo and stuff like that. Something like that.
Yeah,
something like that, right? So
because it was before we moved from Colorado,
right? So I was an instructor.
No, but you did it when we got back too. So
I did, yeah. And I was an instructor, and stuff like that. Back. And I was an instructor before, and then I didn't become an instructor because I was working too much.
Oh,
but it was one of those things that I always like giving kudos and props to people. It's one of the things where you see people that progress in a skill or just anything. I don't give a shit if you're a young person or an older person. Is you see this progression in people, and I had rolled with this one kid before for quite a while, and then COVID hit, and then his schedule changed, my schedule changed, and all of that happens, right? And the cool thing was I got to roll with him last night, and that kid turned into a fucking monster, and he's still the same size, maybe a little bigger, but he was awesome. He's got it. It was just, I just want to shout out to Submission Concepts over there. They're training people, and they're putting a lot of effort into people all the time.
So are you guys going to do something like a fundraiser?
Yeah, so we'll get to that later on. That's something that's coming
to
up.
Happen,
yeah,
right?
So we're looking to do a fundraiser over at Submission Concepts. So I think that'll be a really cool thing. That'll be with Joe Wood. So if you're familiar with Drinking Bros, Joe Wood from Drinking Bros, and some other folks. But that'll be coming up, I think, the second week of November, as long as we can get everything kind of organized. So that'll be a really cool kind of event to do. But that'll raise money for some veterans and stuff like that. So,
so I'll share though too. Another good one I had was today at work we have these diversity groups. So there's one for women, there's one for Hispanics, there's one for African Americans. There's all these different ones, and they just try to highlight. Well, there's one called Dunamis, which is the disability one, which I'm a member of because of my dyslexia.
Yep.
And some other shit, but they today had a virtual puppy love. So every year on campus, they have a puppy love, and you can go and you can pet all the service dogs because we have service dogs in our office.
Yeah.
And they really train the employees not to mess with the service dogs, but once a year they have this thing. I don't think
you have to be trained, but just tell us.
Well,
don't go up and pet the dog.
For some people, you have to be trained because, for me,
I'm
like, you've got to tell me like 15 times, don't pet the dog. But so today they did it, and they did a Zoom, so it was a virtual.
Oh, they said everybody threw their dogs on?
And so many people either had their dogs with them or had their dogs in their background.
That's dope as shit.
And I still had my hair on top of my head, so I did not share my background because my background right now is 3 ghost dogs, like really legit dogs that people put sheets on and cut the eyes and snouts out.
Like in your Zoom background?
My Zoom background.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like,
we have 3
dogs.
But it was super cool, and it was nice to see because part of my money that I give every year is to the Texas Veterans service dog group. And so I give a ton of money to them and try to every year because I'm very passionate about A, dogs, and B, veterans.
Right.
But it was super cute because so many people were interested in how do you become a therapy dog, which we're huge
Lucy's
advocates of because before COVID, Lucy was working on that. And that's what the crazy thing was, is they were talking about how COVID has really stopped and impacted the training for service dogs, for therapy dogs, for emotional dogs. So it's kind of sad to see that. So I think there's a point where you and I need to probably get back on our A game with Lucy and start trying to get her. But the hard part is no therapy groups are going out anywhere right now.
Right. Maybe we can start meeting in a park.
Maybe
figure something
out.
To
pass so many tests.
Thanks for sharing that. I think
but it was really cool, and it was a feel good in the middle of my day. And sometimes for your stress level, maybe you should go to them and just smile. Greg's super stressful.
I'll walk down the stairs and I'll just start playing with my dogs and I'll just fucking.
Lucy's the best.
Yeah. We literally have a
therapy dog. Who needs to be out in the world because she's fucking amazing.
Too amazing. So I would thank you for sharing that. I think that's important.
Sorry, I took a couple extra
you know what?
minutes,
One of the things that we Beth is really passionate about. Again, it comes back to like rescue dogs and those sorts of things. We'll start sharing some of those.
Now that we can share pictures.
If you have dogs in your local areas that are at a high risk shelter or something like that you know and you can share,
grab some info.
I'll cut the snippets out and you can push them out and just share it. If that's something that you want me to do, it takes me 2 minutes to snip something out and push it out.
I'd be that person that would rescue 100 if I had land.
Fuck yeah. So, hey, today in history.
So you have to explain this a little bit.
So, number one, we got a couple fun facts. So, you're going to learn something today, kids. Stick around just for a second, all right? Crystal, what's going on? Hope you're having a good night. So, there was a thing called the Twinkie murderer. His name was Daniel James White. He died on October 21st, 1985. He was an American assassin. In 1978, he killed Harvey Milk and the San Francisco mayor, George Moscone. If you're familiar with Harvey Milk, he led quite a bit of the gay rights activists to get, kind of equal rights and those sorts of things. At his trial, White claimed diminished capacity due to depression caused by a diet of junk food and sugary drinks.
Such bullshit.
This has become known as the Twinkie defense.
That's hilarious that was an actual defense.
Yep.
Because do you know how many stoners could get away with murder?
It's dumb.
Like, you know how many sweet tooth people could get away? I could kill you and get away with it and blame it on my sugar levels.
Some fucking metal detectors with a gun. And he made it through. There was a whole bunch of failures.
It was a while ago,
but nonetheless.
It was
Keith,
a while
what's
ago.
going on, dude?
But I'm thankful because when he told me about it, I was like, I don't even know what the Twinkie murder is.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it.
Thank you,
Twinkie murderer. Yeah.
For
so in the
that.
other one,
oh, good gravy!
Goodness gracious, Kim Kardashian's over the goddamn hill.
You told me
she's 40.
Kim Kardashian's 40th, and I was like, no wonder why. I'm like flipping
on
through the
A&E
channels.
or some
no,
shit?
On E Channel, they had Kim Kardashian's West Coast birthday celebration. I was like,
who the fuck cares?
What the what?
Well, evidently, like 80 billion people care.
I don't think that many,
but that many people. But
I was laughing though because it made me think. So I still really think that. All right. Can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Matthew McConaughey.
Thank you. Good gravy.
I call him Matt.
You call him Matt, like you know him on a first name basis.
Awesome.
He was on Good Morning America yesterday because I guess he wrote kind of like a memoir based off of 30 years of journals that he has.
Oh, like his dad's?
No, his journals.
Oh, okay.
But I was laughing because
his dad was a serial killer or some shit?
No, that was Woody Harrelson.
Ah, that's right.
And he was a hitman, not a serial killer.
Allegedly.
And my dad busted him for drugs one time. But anyways, I digress. Yeah, my dad says that story every time. Or he took a hit out on a judge, and that's like he.
All right, we're gonna have a recap.
So anyways, but I was laughing because this made me think. You said she's getting old. She's over the hill, and I thought, how old is Matthew McConaughey? Because he's a little bit older than me, so he's probably in his 3, somewhere around there. And I was laughing because Kim Kardashian is really pretty, but I bet she's fucking annoying as a wife. And then I thought that made me think of Matthew McConaughey because he's really hot. But apparently, no matter how hot you are,
dope as shit.
How hot you are, your wife still wants you out of the house sometimes because he went for this whole memoir thing or journal thing or whatever you want to call it. He was gone and out in the wilderness for 60, like somewhere out in Texas, just by himself. And his wife encouraged him to go and be gone.
She was like, "Get the
for like 2 months." And
I was the guy who probably owns a couple houses, maybe not a ton.
No. For the first 30 days, he had no electricity. He wanted to go the first month with no
electricity. Was he with a fucking typewriter?
Well, I mean, he's kind of a hippie, so he probably was writing all of it, and he probably didn't care about bathing or how he smelled. I imagine bad smells good
fucking
on him.
Stone naked bongos. That guy. He's just out. The ranch chilling,
but it made me think of it's so funny because I think about
that at the ranch
Kim Kardashian being over 40, and I could care less. But you give me Matthew McConaughey, and I'm like, I'll celebrate your birthday, baby.
Slow down, high speed. Jesus Christ, we're gonna wrap this shit show up. God damn it! Thank you guys.
Shouldn't let me drink. See what happens when you let me drink.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody.
Love you guys.
Ian, come get a beer after I eat my goddamn pot pie. Evan, or cheers to Evan Haley. We love you, miss you. Thanks to all the military, first responders. Without you guys, we cannot do this shit on a daily basis. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and see if I can figure out how to
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. This was fun.
Out.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Have a great night.